We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball next on the show. Wade Miley gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So coming to the plate, Will Myers. And we are set for baseball here this evening. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now the pitch. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Batting second.
At the plate, Trent Grisham, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit weakly back to the mound. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
At the plate, number 4. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 2-1.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there.
Batting
He wasn't
second.
showing the fastball
The first
early in
baseman.
the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
In now, Joey Votto. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Reds are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Stepping in now, Manny Machado. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Two and two.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Here now the 2-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Into the box now, Josh Naylor, and he fouls this one off. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. Moustakas is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Striding in, Francisco Mejia, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here's the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Machado on third with 2 out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, Brian Dozier. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Dozier is sitting on 200 home runs throughout his fine career, searching for 201 here.
Yeah, now you're starting to get into some rarefied air. You start throwing up 200-plus homers in the big leagues, you're doing something.
3-1 to him now. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 San Diego. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas, 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. The 1-1 home.
Ball.
Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. So a full count now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Hit in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Stepping in, Nicholas Castellanos. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Digging in, Jesse Winker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. This year against right-handed pitching, Winker hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Padres 1 and the Reds nothing. Stepping in, Chris Paddock, 9-1-2 due up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So now to the plate, Will Myers. Just hung in there on that one. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Grisha.
Into the box, Trent Grisham. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2 and 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2 and 1, but it's important here on 3 and 1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there as it falls in. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Padres down in order. They lead it 1-0. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. The 3-1. He swung on and missed, a full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
3-2 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So striding in, Kurt Casale. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Nobody out, runner on first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So digging in now, Wade Miley. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-2 pitch. is swung on and missed, strike 3. None left for Cincinnati. It remains 1-0. Settling in now, Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1-1. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Moustakas. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Still 2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate, Manny Machado. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Galvis has it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. But they're up 1-0. Now at the plate, number 4 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
At the plate, Joey Votto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The next 1-2 pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
He'll try again, 1-2. Misses, ball 2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Skied into straightaway right. Myers is under it. He's got it 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Digging in, Eugenio Suarez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Mike Moustakas. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail this one 1-0. In now, Josh Naylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia. 1 out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses for ball 4, and the Friars are going to have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
2-2. No.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis is there. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Nicholas Castellanos. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Reined in. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Freddie Galvis. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And it's fouled away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The payoff pitch one more time. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Reds go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Robert Stevenson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Will Myers, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Lifted down the line in left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Padres down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Striding into the box, Kurt Casale, and he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th. And that misses. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Bounces in the dirt for a ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Down the left field line and deep, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Tucker Barnhart will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Barnhart.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate now, number 4. Wow, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is Notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
In is Joey Votto now. No hits to this point. Set. Here's the 3-1. That's a strike to throw down. It is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Votto puts a good swing on it, and this one's carrying well to right. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. Joey Votto, a 2-run shot, number 10 for him on the year, and the Reds now take a 2-1 lead.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Padres manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Drew Pomeranz will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Padres.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that misses 2-2.
We're playing 2-2.
Line drive to left. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 2-1 Cincy. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Pedro Strop is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. New inning set to get underway, so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
And in steps Manny Machado. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball. Count is full. 3-2.
Popped him up. Votto over to his left. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Naylor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Matt Bowman will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 67, Matt Bowman.
To the plate now, Francisco Mejia. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 1 left for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he's just 2 for 9. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Winker.
Stepping up now, Jesse Winker. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Takes this the other way to right. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Eric Hosmer will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 30, Eric Hosmer.
A bouncer up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Greg Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Greg Garcia.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Lays off 2-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's Will Myers, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Moustakas will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Brent Grisham.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Amir Garrett is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Philip Irvin is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 6, Philip Irvin. Now at second base.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Trent Grisham, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
The 1-2.
Ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Here now the 2-2.
No, that's the ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
So striding forward now, Tommy Pham. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Go! 3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Grounded to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Padres leave a pair. They're down 2-1. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Jurickson Profar will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 10, Jurickson Profar.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Into the box now, Kurt Casale. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And that's the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Philip Irvin.
That'll bring in Philip Irvin, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, number 4.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, number 4. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 3-1 pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's...
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They lead it 2-1. Marcel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Right there, Iglesias.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Machado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One and one, here it comes.
Ball. 2-1. Ball.
Josh Naylor waits on deck. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Naylor. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia fouled away. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. And it's fouled away. San Diego down to their final strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Reds rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Robert Stevenson earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Raisel Iglesias records the save, his 16th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.